The Senate will come to order and the Secretary will call the roll.
Senator Buck. Here. Senator Cannizzaro. Here. Senator Cruz Crawford. Here. Senator Daley. Here. Senator Iñate. Here. Senator Dondero-Loop. Here. Senator Ellison. Senator Flores. Present. Senator Hansen. Here. Senator Krasner. Here. Senator Lang. Here. Senator Neal. Here. Senator Wynn. Here. Senator Orenshaw. Here. Senator Pizzina. Present. Senator Rogish. Here. Senator Scheibel. Here. Senator Steinbeck. Here. Senator Stone. Here. Senator Taylor. Present. Senator Titus. Here.
Thank you very much. Let the record reflect that there are 21 senators present. Please rise for the invocation by Pastor Stephen Garman of the Redemption Church in Carson City.
Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my groaning. Give attention to the sound of my cry, my King and my God, for to you do I pray. O Lord, in the morning you hear my voice. In the morning I prepare a sacrifice for you and watch. For you are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil may not dwell with you. The boastful shall not stand before your eyes. You hate evildoers. You destroy those who speak lies. The Lord abhors the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. But I, through the abundance of your steadfast love, will enter your house. I will bow down toward your holy temple in the fear of you. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness. Because of my enemies, make my way straight before me. For there is no truth in their mouth. Their inmost self is destruction. Their throat is an open grave. They flatter with their tongue. Make them bear their guilt, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Because of the abundance of their transgressions, cast them out, for they've rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them sing, let them ever sing for joy, and spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may exalt in you. For you bless the righteous, O Lord. You cover him with favor as with a shield. Amen.
Thank you very much. And with that, would you please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Order of business number 3, reading and approval of the journal. Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that for the remainder of the legislative session that reading of the journal be dispensed with and the President and Secretary be authorized to make any necessary corrections and additions.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Motion is carried. We will now turn to order of business number 9, motions, resolutions, and notices. Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that for the remainder of the legislative session, the Secretary of the Senate read all bills and resolutions by number, sponsor, and summary.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion is carried. Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that for the remainder of the legislative session, the Secretary of the Senate dispense with reading the histories of all bills and resolutions.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? Thank you. The motion is carried. Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that the persons noted on the chamber screen above be accepted and accredited as press representatives, and that they be allowed the use of the appropriate media facilities in the legislative building.
Thank you. You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed? The motion is carried.
Senate Joint Resolution 1, introduced by Senator Krasner, urges Congress to enact legislation allowing the surviving spouse of a veteran to receive the military retirement pay of the veteran after the veteran's death. End of resolution.
Senator Krasner.
Thank you. I move to refer SJR 1 to Legislative Operations and Elections, please.
Senator Krasner has referred Senate Joint Resolution number 1 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 2, introduced by Senator Titus, proposes to amend the Nevada Constitution to revise provisions relating to elections involving incumbent justices or judges who are unopposed. End of resolution.
Senator Titus.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move to refer SJR 2 to Legislative Operations and Elections.
Thank you very much. Senator Titus has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 2 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 3, introduced by Senator Stone, urges Congress to call a convention of the states to propose certain amendments to the United States Constitution. End of resolution.
Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that we put SJR 3 to Legislative Operations and Elections. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Senator Stone has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 3 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 4, introduced by Natural Resources, urges the federal government to support and recognize certain land use planning principles when conducting projects in this state. End of resolution.
Senator Cruz Crawford.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I move to move SJR 4 to the Committee of Natural Resources.
Thank you very much. Senator Cruz Crawford has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 4 to the Committee on Natural Resources. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 5, introduced by Senator Stone, proposes to amend the Nevada Constitution to enact various government reforms. End of resolution.
Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that we move SJR 5 to Legislative Operations and Elections. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Stone has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 5 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 6, introduced by Senator Hansen, proposes to amend the Nevada Constitution to create an independent redistricting commission. End of resolution.
Senator Hansen.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that we move Senate Joint Resolution 6 to Legislative Operations and Elections.
Thank you. Senator Hansen has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 6 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 7, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, urges the federal government to recognize the unsuitability of Yucca Mountain as the site for a repository to store and dispose of spent nuclear fuel and high-level radioactive waste. End of resolution.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you very much, President. I move that Senate Joint Resolution 7 be referred to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Orenshaw has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 7 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Joint Resolution 8, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, urges Congress to protect the public lands, including and adjacent to Sunrise Mountain, Frenchman Mountain, and the Rainbow Gardens area. End of resolution.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, President. I move that Senate Joint Resolution 8 be referred to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Orenshaw has referred Senate Joint Resolution Number 8 to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Assembly Concurrent Resolution 2, introduced by Assembly Legislative Operations and Elections, authorizes additional reimbursement for travel in certain circumstances. End of resolution.
Are there any amendments to the resolution?
There are none.
Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that Assembly Concurrent Resolution Number 2 to take that from the resolution file and place it on the resolution file for the next legislative day.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. The motion is carried.
That concludes Order of Business 9.
Order of Business Number 10, Introduction, First Reading, and Reference.
Senate Bill 160, introduced by Senator Neal, revises provisions relating to the Nevada Equal Rights Commission. End of bill.
Senator Neal.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. I move to refer SB 160 to Government Affairs.
Senator Neal has referred Senate Bill 160 to the Committee on Government Affairs. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 161, introduced by Senator Wynn, revises provisions relating to local government employees. End of bill.
Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move to refer Senate Bill 161 to the Senate Committee on Government Affairs.
Senator Wynn has referred Senate Bill 161 to the Committee on Government Affairs. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 162, introduced by Senator Cruz Crawford, revises provisions relating to state financing. End of bill.
Senator Cruz Crawford.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I move to refer Senate Bill 162 to the Committee of Government Affairs.
Senator Cruz Crawford has referred Senate Bill 162 to the Committee on Government Affairs. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 163, introduced by Senator Ellison, revises provisions relating to bail. End of bill.
Senator Ellison.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I move that we move 163 to Judiciary.
Senator Ellison has referred Senate Bill 163 to the Committee on Judiciary. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 164, introduced by Senator Ellison, revises provisions relating to permits to carry a concealed firearm. End of bill.
Senator Ellison.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I move that we take SB 164 to Judiciary.
Senator Ellison has referred Senate Bill 164 to the Committee on Judiciary. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 165, introduced by Senator Wynn, establishes provisions relating to behavioral health. End of bill.
Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move to refer Senate Bill 165 to the Senate Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Thank you. Senator Wynn has referred Senate Bill 165 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 166, introduced by Senator Scheibel, revises provisions relating to housing. End of bill.
Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move to refer Senate Bill 166 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Scheibel has referred Senate Bill 166 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 167, introduced by Senator Scheibel, prohibits the importation and sale of household cleaning products for which animal testing was performed. End of bill.
Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move to refer Senate Bill 167 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Scheibel has referred Senate Bill 167 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 168, introduced by Senator Wynn, revises provisions relating to cannabis. End of bill.
Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move to refer Senate Bill 168 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Wynn has referred Senate Bill 168 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 169, introduced by Senator Danyate, prohibits a third-party restaurant reservation service platform provider from engaging in certain activities. End of bill.
Senator Danyate.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer Senate Bill 169 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Danyate has referred Senate Bill 169 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 170, introduced by Senator Steinbeck, revises provisions relating to industrial insurance. End of bill.
Senator Steinbeck.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move to move SB 170 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Steinbeck has referred Bill 170 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 171, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, enacts a shield law to protect the transgender community. End of bill.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that Senate Bill 171 be referred to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Orenshaw has referred Senate Bill 171 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 172, introduced by Senator Flores, prescribes certain rights for agricultural workers. End of bill.
Senator Flores.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move to refer Senate Bill 172 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Flores has referred Senate Bill 172 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 173, introduced by Senator Neal, establishes provisions relating to the environment. End of bill.
Senator Neal.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer SB 173 to the hardworking Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Neal has referred Senate Bill 173 to the hardworking Committee of Commerce and Labor. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 174, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, revises provisions relating to pupils with autism spectrum disorder. End of bill.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that Senate Bill 174 be referred to the Committee on Education.
Senator Orenshaw has referred Senate Bill 174 to the Committee on Education. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 175, introduced by Senator Rogish, revises provisions governing the treatment of certain military credentials and the licensure and hiring of educational personnel. End of bill.
Senator Rogich.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I move that Senate Bill 175 be moved to the Committee on Education.
Senator Rogich has referred Senate Bill 175 to the Committee on Education. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 176, introduced by Senator Dignate, revises provisions relating to education. End of bill.
Senator Dinate.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer Senate Bill 176 to the Committee on Education.
Senator Dinate has referred Senate Bill 176 to the Committee on Education. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 177, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, revises provisions relating to education. End of bill.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that Senate Bill 177 be referred to the Committee on Education.
Senator Orenshaw has referred Senate Bill 177 to the Committee on Education. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 178, introduced by Senator Dignate, makes a contingent appropriation for allocation to Monday's Dark Inc. for building a certain facility. End of bill.
Senator Dinate.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer SB 178 to the Committee on Finance.
Senator Dinate has referred Senate Bill 178 to the Committee on Finance. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 179, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, revises provisions relating to discrimination. End of bill.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you very much, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that Senate Bill 179 be referred to the Committee on Government Affairs.
Senator Orenshaw has referred Senate Bill 179 to the Committee on Government Affairs. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 180, introduced by Senator Flores, revises provisions relating to motor carriers. End of bill.
Senator Flores.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Temp. I move to refer Senate Bill 180 to the Committee on Growth and Infrastructure.
Senator Flores has referred Senate Bill 180 to the Committee on Growth and Infrastructure. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 181, introduced by Senator Cruz Crawford, revises provisions relating to higher education. End of bill.
Senator Cruz Crawford.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move to refer Senate Bill 181 to the Committee on Growth and Infrastructure.
Senator Cruz Crawford has referred Bill number 181 to the Committee on Growth and Infrastructure. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 182, introduced by Senator Wynn, revises provisions relating to the staffing of healthcare facilities. End of bill.
Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move to refer Senate Bill 182 to your Committee on Health and Human Services.
Senator Wynn has referred Senate Bill 182 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 183, introduced by Senator Scheibel, revises provisions relating to caseworkers of agencies which provide child welfare services. End of bill.
Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move to refer Senate Bill 183 to the Committee on Health and Human Services.
Senator Scheibel has referred Senate Bill 183 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 184, introduced by Senator Stone, prohibits the use of latex in certain circumstances. End of bill.
Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that we move SB 184 to Health and Human Services.
Senator Stone has referred Senate Bill 184 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 185, introduced by Senator Taylor, revises provisions relating to Medicaid reimbursement for care of disabled or chronically ill children. End of bill.
Senator Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that Senate Bill 185 be moved to the Committee on Health and Human Services.
Senator Taylor has referred Senate Bill 185 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 186, introduced by Senator Stone, imposes requirements concerning the use of artificial intelligence in healthcare. End of bill.
Senator Stone.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I move that we move SB 186 to Health and Human Services, please.
Senator Stone has referred Senate Bill 186 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 187, introduced by Senator Pizzina, revises provisions relating to child welfare. End of bill.
Senator Pizzina.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that Senate Bill 187 be referred to the Committee on Health and Human Services.
Senator Pizzina has ordered Senate Bill 187 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
Senate Bill 188, introduced by Senator Dignante, establishes procedures to assist certain persons with limited English proficiency in accessing health care in certain circumstances. End of bill.
Senator Donate.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to refer Senate Bill 188 to the Very Healthy Committee on Health and Human Services.
Senator Donate has referred Senate Bill 188 to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Are there any objections to the referral? If not, so ordered.
That concludes Order of Business 10.
Order of Business number 16, remarks from the floor, introductions of guests. Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I did just want to take a moment under Order of Business 16 to ask that this chamber take a moment of silence. There was a North Las Vegas police officer who was killed in the line of duty, and so I wanted to take a moment just to recognize that and obviously thank him for his service and send some relief to his family as they grieve. And so if we could just take a moment of silence. Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore.
Thank you very much. Senator Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. Today, I am proud to have with me the county manager from Washoe County. Come on and stand on up. This is Mr. Eric Brown. He has been our county manager since November of 2019, and he leads Washoe County, which is the second largest county in the great state of Nevada, with 3,100 employees and a budget of over $1 billion. As Washoe County's top executive, he's the liaison between the Board of County Commissioners and other elected department heads of 24 departments, government and community agencies, businesses, employees, and citizens. He came to us. He has now over 20 years of executive leadership management experience in a variety of organizations, including Fortune 500 companies such as Procter & Gamble, H.J. Heinz, Time Warner, and Charter Communications. Something, though, you may not know about Manager Brown is that he represented the United States on multiple national track and field teams and qualified for the 1980 Olympic trials in the 100 meters. Unfortunately, the U.S. did not compete in the Olympics that year, but to this day, he is a well-respected athlete and ambassador for that sport. So please, let's make him feel welcome.
Thank you very much and welcome. Senator Titus.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tem. I have in the gallery up there, he couldn't make it down on the floor in time to join me here, but Tom Hendricks is a school board chair of the Lyon County School Board, and he's extremely interested in advocates for kids and bettering our education. So I just want to acknowledge that he made the journey over here and couldn't quite join us on the floor. So thank you very much, and please welcome him.
Thank you very much. And with that, Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President Pro Tempore. I move that the Senate stand in adjournment until Thursday, February 6th, 2025 at the hour of 11 a.m.
Thank you. You have all heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. The motion is carried. The Senate is adjourned.